TV.
Got this little pinky finger.
Aiden knows that he's got diabetes. He's not quite sure what it is. He knows that he needs to take insulin shots and he has to be tested, but he doesn't really understand the mechanics behind it. So what I've brought in is some finger puppets for both Bill and Tammy, and a little story that they're going to read. The whole purpose is to explain in a story about the importance of balancing carb and insulin. Carbohydrates raise blood sugar levels, and that was represented with a puppet that had C on it. And for the insulin, there were puppets that had I on them. It's a serious issue, but it doesn't mean it can't be fun when you're explaining it.
There once was a seesaw named Sam. He was a happy chappy who had lots of friends. He has friends that have a cool C on their shirts. Hi. And he also has friends who wear a cool I on their shirt. Sam has lots of fun and is happy as long as he is balancing and his friends are on both sides of the seesaw. Abe just had a smile on his face the whole time, and it was really good for him, and it's going to help him take ownership with his diabetes. When Sam is out of balance, he has too many friends on one side. He feels irritated, even angry sometimes.
I don't like you.
I don't think that we've ever talked to Abe about diabetes laughing, and today that proved that it could be done. Think about... Mommy, Daddy, what's the story really talking about? Carbs and insulin balancing each other. We know that we can balance each other, right?
It's been kind of hard to laugh and have fun with diabetes and each other.
He's my insulin friend.
Looking at him and seeing him smiling and interacting with his brother and sister, and they're smiling as well. It was great. It was wonderful.
Which one is the insulin guy?
The letter I.
Look at the letter I on his shirt. He knew we were talking about carbs. He knew we were talking about insulin. He understood, and I could tell he understood.
And two puppets too. These go together.
They do go together. That's right.
Aiden's recognised that when his mum and dad panic about him eating food, that really he has an enormous amount of power and control over them. So what I'm going to do is to bring in some dinner plates as a real incentive for Aiden to turn this around. We've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. There are 6 sections to a plate because he's having those meals, snacks. And when he shows you how well he behaves in sitting down as well as eating the food that's been prepared for him, you'll place one of these stars into that section. Once Aiden had got a star in each section of his plate and all of those plates were full, he would then be rewarded by his parents.
Check this out. Come on in here. On each plate, there's 6 sections. Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and then your bedtime snack. And every time you do a good job, you get a star. Once you do that whole, every single plate, you get something special.
Aiden's reaction was very positive. I think that it gives him something to strive for. Do you think it would be fair if when he filled all the plates that we got to go to the train store and pick out a small train?
We didn't have to wait long to test the technique.
All right, Mum and Dad, let's sit down at the table and have a nice lunch.
The technique was used to give Aiden real positive encouragement and focus on eating.
How many carrots have you had?
Don't mess around, please.
That's 5. That's a lot. That's awesome. You are doing fabulous.
You're doing extremely well. And you see that plate up there? It's going to get a nice star, isn't it? But then Aiden decided he didn't want to eat anymore, and it was really important that he finished the food on his plate to keep his blood sugar level at the right range. So I had his mum sit down with him and persevere.
Don't spit it out.
I'm not seeing you swallow.
Swallow it.
Yeah, because just chewing it and not swallowing it. Aiden's move was a pure power play, and I didn't want Mum to panic, but be in control of this, so I sent her into the kitchen to deal with the dishes.
I'll be back. Let me know when you're done chewing. I'll be back. I'm gonna throw a couple dishes in the dishwasher.
We must have sat there for about an hour, but at the end of the day, he did as he was told. He finished his food.
It's all gone, isn't it? Yay! He's never sat at the table that long, for over an hour chewing on food. Usually he would just, melt down, and he didn't. And that it is because he was striving towards something and he didn't have control.
You did extremely well. Extremely well. You got the hang of it, right? So you know what you need to do.
Mum recognised when you're patient, when you follow through, and when you recognise that actually you're going to deal with this and you're not going to give him the power, things happen and you get the results. Keep building on that because you'll see the time short. All right? From an hour, you'll start to see that become quicker and quicker. You did very good. You just persevered with it.
Thank you.
A little star.
Green star.
Coming up on Supernanny, Aiden tries to push the boundaries.
You need to look both ways. No, you didn't.
Can Joe get Mom to push back?
Stop giving him the control because this is where you've got yourself into this pickle.
When Supernanny returns.